Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing up a spicy one from our bolts. So I actually did a video on this deck all the way back last year in December when Aatrox and Xolaani first came out. And today I'm bringing it all the way back around after the buff that we saw to Desert Wrath, which now costs 3 mana. Now before I begin, I kind of want to show you all this meme because I kind of feel like this right now. Like, I'm sorry. I just love Xolaani, guys. I mean, this is the third Xolaani video in the last 2 weeks. I'm sure you all love Xolaani as much as I do. But anyways, here's the deck list. The idea with this deck is that you can buff up your Sand Soldiers with Desert Wrath or Domination, preferably Desert Wrath, because it's a permanent buff. And every time those Sand Soldiers die, they're going to be buffing up your Xolaani over and over and over again. And then once you get to the Xolaani, turn 7, turn 8, if you have an Emperor Dias in the field, or you have an Azir on the field, or you have both, when you attack with Xolaani and the Sand Soldier gets summoned, it gets transformed into another Xolaani. So it kind of a cool little combo here, because you're able to, again, buff with your Xolaani really quickly, as well as also have the units that you need to actually attack with Xolaani without putting them in danger. Like, if the opponent cannot remove the units unless they just remove the landmark. So very fun combo deck here. So I hope you all enjoy. The games coming up soon. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also join our channel and become a member. We're so close. We're 4 members away from reaching our 30 member goal for the month. So I would appreciate any support there if you want to help us out. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you at the end for some mulligan tips and in-depth break. In this match, we're going against Norra and Poppy. Alright, so very likely that this is just going to be Bandle tree, because we're seeing Norra and we're seeing Noxus. So it's very likely this is Bandle tree. In which case, I don't know. Just in case that is aggro, I probably need to keep the Doomkeeper. I'm going to keep this in. Unfortunately, opponent kept their whole hand as well, so very likely that they do have. If it is Bandle tree, then it's very likely they do have the Bandle tree already. I'm gonna have to try to just push a lot of damage somehow. We could go ship here. There's no reason not to. I guess the one downside of playing ship here is that I'm gonna be kind of tight on board space. Okay, I guess I'll just go here. Be a little bit tight on board space, huh? Okay. So this is fine with me, right? Because, I mean, that's 2 pinks that just got out of the way, and we still get the value from ship dying as a buffed up unit, right? So I still get the same value that I would have gotten before. Let's just play Azir, play Desert Wrath, and just start putting pressure that way. Now the opponent's Poppy is able to kind of put some pressure to us. Yeah, so we'll go like this. Of course they get it right away, and of course it's a unit that has 3 health. Yeah, so it has to be Xolaani. It's Xolaani or bust, right? Fortunately, the Desert Wrath does let us get a lot of value here. Are you gonna deny this? Or they might just be going for the Disintegrate here, right? They might just be going the Disintegrate into pastry. Okay. Not a Disintegrate into pastry. So I'm just gonna go Doomkeeper and just have another Sand Soldier. Now, the opponent blocking helps us, right? Like, if the opponent starts blocking, it helps us out, because it means that they don't have the units for the Bandle tree. They got it perfect. Like, they got the Paddle Pain there. They got a random Lunari cultist. And they got the mayor. Alright. That's fine. Sometimes it's meant to be. Sometimes that's meant to be. We still have this Xolaani pretty quickly. Unfortunately for us, opponent actually not using the Disintegrate on the Azir is actually worse for us. Because it's very easy for the opponent to just save the Disintegrate for our Xolaani. Do I want to take this damage? Do I actually think I'm ever going to die to the opponent's damage? I guess it's not impossible. Shouldn't have done that, because now I don't have space for the Doomkeeper. That's fine. We'll go Perseverium, we go ship. At this point, we're looking for Xolaani, right? I guess we can go Doomkeeper first. So that's gonna be a flock. So let's just go here. If that's gonna be a flock, I want to force the opponent to have an extra ping to kill this Azir. So let's just go like this. So now the opponent needs to have flock plus something else to kill this Azir. The problem is they could have Minimorph, they could have Disintegrate. Or they could just have the Explorer. I wonder if they actually decide to pop the Landmark. I guess not. We have another Azir. Opponent gets the Peddler. Let's go play Chip here. That way, I mean, the Azir can still die, but we have a second Azir. I need to draw. If I don't draw into it, I'm kind of screwed. I think I'm just going to pass. I think at this point, Xolaani is big enough that I don't need to have that soldier from here to actually go through. The problem is this thing, right? This thing just continues giving us so much value. Like, the Norra is gonna level up very quickly. Guess we can block. I mean, I'm still killing that, right? If you want to kill this, be my guess. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Shifting Sands killed the Norra. Ah, this is the Bandle tree. Yeah, so again, we can't. There's not a lot that we can do. All we can do is gonna be Xolaani and hope that the opponent doesn't have Disintegrate. If they have the Disintegrate, they just win the game. So the opponent needs to have Disintegrate plus a ping. Wait, my Xolaani's not even triggered yet. I guess I should have sacrificed ship. I didn't keep track. I did not keep track of how many I had used. Maybe the opponent ends up killing my unit here before we play Xolaani. That's what I'm hoping for, right? I'm hoping that the opponent just trades. That's not it. That is not it. Ah, yeah, opponent. I have to wait. I guess not attacking last turn ends up being a punish for us. I have to wait. Opponent gets another. Domination gets us there, right? The Shifting Sand also gets us there. But we don't have enough for this plus this. Okay, if the opponent attacks like this, I guess we can go for Xolaani. It's just not gonna happen, right? Like, I mean, opponent obviously has Disintegrate. Or Minimorph.
Every soul trembles as it is woven.
I have to drop it. I have to drop it down, and if the opponent has it, they have it. Whether it's Minimorph or Disintegrate, I have to just do it. I have to just do it. We're gonna get a bunch of Xolaani. If the opponent doesn't do anything here, we just win, right?
Wouldn't be a quest without some danger.
Okay. Still has access for Disintegrate plus a ping, and there it is. I could have tried to look for the spell shield here. The good thing is that even if... Wait. Opponent just showed us no Minimorph. I mean, I just go for it, right? I mean, I just go for it. This is still a bunch of units. If the opponent kills another one of these units, maybe I don't go for it. But I mean, like, I don't think opponent can beat these 4 overwhelm units. I don't care what they have. I don't think they can beat this, right? So I think we just go for it. Yeah, we just go like this, and that's game. Wow, no Minimorph, no Disintegrate? Like, this is 15. As long as one of these goes through, you could have a stun and you could have a Minimorph, but that still leaves 2 of them that are gonna push the damage through. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I was playing around the Disintegrate, and I guess I never had to even worry about it. Just drop Xolaani and you win the game. I'll take that. I'll take that. GG's. in this match, we're going against Seraphine, Sett, and Janna. This doesn't look good. I'm gonna tell you why this doesn't look good. Because they're just gonna like kick our butt, right? Usually, I feel like you have to harm mulligan for the Desert's Wrath. No, let's harm mulligan for it. I have to go for the Desert Wrath. If I don't have Desert's Wrath, Xolaani doesn't matter. Domination also helps, but the domination just gets killed by the opponent's Mystic Shot, right? So let's just eat up their removal here. Let's eat up an Aftershock. So Aftershock or Explorers? Miriam?
I answer.
Okay.
You need humbling.
I don't know that I want to play this domination just yet. If we go Azir, Azir doesn't even get to attack. Let's just go Rockhopper for now.
I can ride it.
We pass. I guess we could have gotten the Sand Soldier out of it. I need to have, like, this is why the Desert Wrath would have been so much better for us. Right? Because if we had the Desert's Wrath, it would have been better. I wanted to kill this Azir. I wanted to kill this Azir first. Like, this is a deck that we do not want to give time to. And they have all the time in the world now. Because we didn't get the Desert's Wrath, and we cannot establish this domination just yet. Now, we could... This turn, I think I just go for it. I think this turn we just go domination. Yeah, I think at this point we just go domination. At least get to start buffing this up a little bit. The opponent's gonna get their Sett. But they need to kill the domination right now before I attack with her. I have this Rite of Negation. I don't know how useful that is. If the opponent lets me attack, then that's a huge progress towards Xolaani. And I don't think... I have to just do it, right? Like, no way this is correct. If I go like this, opponent could have a Sett and just challenge this. I'm gonna go for it. Because this is gonna let us advance Xolaani already up to 8.
Away with you.
We even get to push some damage. I guess they just want to go for Sunken Temple, and that's why they didn't do anything. I guess, yeah. Okay, it's not a Sunken Temple. Apparently, it's just a Mixologist. Alright, let's get our draw. Maybe your opponent just has a really crappy hand. I don't know. I don't know what to expect here. Like, what is going on? Yeah, I know you have the Howling Gale. I want you to kill the Azir. Like, I wanted you to kill the Azir this whole time. You needed to kill the Domination, though, not the Azir. Second Perseverium? Okay, so... Maybe we get the Desert's Wrath or our second Domination sooner. This is 6. It's gonna go to 8.
Something for your nerves, boss.
Let's go here.
Wouldn't want to miss a second of the action.
We can quick send the Sett. So that we don't have to worry about it. About the Domination dying. Yeah, so we can go like this. Quick send the Sett. The Domination stays alive. And then what? Azir levels up. Hallelujah. A little bit too late, but still. Hallelujah. 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 Am I crazy enough to go like this? I think I am. I think I'm crazy enough to go like this and just kill both champions or threaten to kill both champions. And I'm also down to just throw my Rite of Negation here. So this is going to take me already to 10, 12, 14. So we need just one more to level up Xolaani. Okay. Opponent needs to find health buffs. And we can easily level up Xolaani with the Duster's Wrath, by the way. And we have double Xolaani plus Water Negation. I mean, the Sett is a problem, right? Because the showstopper. Opponent doesn't level up Seraphine here. Opponent has 3 free cards and 2 mana to do something else. If it's things that go in the stack, I think Water Negation is correct. Okay. What? We get both champions out of this? No way! So this is nice, because what this lets me do is play this Duster's Wrath, which means that now our Xolaani is going to be leveled up. Okay. We just play the second one. I guess opponent had Nullified this whole time, right? So going for the Duster's Wrath wouldn't have done anything for us. And then we just drop Xolaani down, right? So now Xolaani is enabled. Opponent has 8 mana. I've been playing too much One Piece. We can play Xolaani, play second Xolaani, and have access to Water Negation. Their Sett is not leveled up yet, so we just go Xolaani here. Second Xolaani, plus Water Negation. And the Dais, which is giving us a third Xolaani, and the opponent cannot do anything about this. We can even put the Doomkeeper and still have enough for Water Negation. I want to make it so that the opponent has no way to deal with both Xolaanis together with our Water Negation, right? Like this is very hard for them to deal with. They have to have Recall plus something else. Like Recall plus Deny, right? This doesn't help you because all this is doing is just healing you, but the heal doesn't matter. Like you cannot recall this, you cannot recall. So they're digging for the draw, but this is just game. Nice. We didn't get the Desert Wrath until way later into the game, but again, I think this all happened when the opponent let me attack that one turn where I had the domination. Like that was such a crazy attack when they let me attack with both the domination and the Azir, having those sense holders there, right? You can dig all that you want, man. I'm just gonna go, yeah, like, it's not gonna matter. When they stare down at this Xolaanis, there's nothing that they can do about it. So, yeah, GG's. In this match, we're going against LeBlanc and Gwen. So, LeBlanc and Gwen, we don't have their Desert Wrath or Domination. If we get the Domination, Shifting Sands is actually so good against Gwen, huh? Wait a second, that's actually so crazy. It deals 4. Anything that deals 4 is really good in this current meta because there's a lot of Seraphines. So it's just an aggro deck? Really? Is this what we're going against? Just an aggro deck? I guess this hand is just bad then, because there's no way for me to survive the aggression that the opponent's gonna have here very shortly. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I lose. Okay. Do I have to throw this Shifting Sands down?
I hate having to put my face on.
Feels so bad. It feels so bad to throw the Shifting Sands down.
Insect you are.
Maybe we just quicksand this?
Okay, ready.
And the opponent has no Biofeast? Surely opponent has no Biofeast. Or no Gwen Netstone that I just tapped out of Shifting Sands to kill. Yikes. This is why Desert Wrath becomes a little bit better than Domination, because instead of Domination, I could have just played Desert Wrath here, and I would have had blockers for both, and would have started working towards our Xolaani. And then had enough to Shifting Sands, etc., right? So, this doesn't feel great. We can go Forsaken Bakai here. Seer seems pretty good now, since we have the Domination. If opponent has a Gwen here, we can still kind of attack into it with the Dais. I just, if this Domination survives, we get some time. As long as the Domination survives, we get some time. If opponent goes ahead and goes Midnight Ray with the Reckoner, we just block here and then attack with the Domination, because this cannot block into us. They did it the correct way so that they could push the damage. In which case, I just go like this.
Don't waste my time.
It sucks taking that extra 3 damage because opponent's probably playing for like an atrocity. And next turn we have this Shifting Sands though, remember? And the opponent decides to keep our blocker. Sits. This is gonna take us to 10. And then we can play a Seer and get more value out of it.
If only she could see.
There we go. We've been waiting for that Gwen. I used the one on the right, but I should have used the one on the left so that the opponent doesn't think I high-rolled this. We've been waiting for this Gwen for a while, right? So we get to save ourselves the damage and get to create some blockers that the opponent cannot get through. Okay, so we can go a Seer. That's a great draw, by the way, because he lets me kind of punish an open attack. Now, there's some cards here that are not great for us. Like that. Like, that's not great for us, right?
Remember this day. It is time.
I want to keep this blocker. I want to keep this blocker while also trying to get my Xolaani as big as possible. The problem, opponent's playing with fire. Opponent's playing with fire, right? Because if they don't open attack, that Eternal Dancers gets punished. If they do not open attack, that Eternal Dancer gets punished. At this point, I don't need the Domination. That's ridiculous. I think I just go Shifting Sands. I think I just punish this. I have to just punish this. You're gonna give it to me, I'm just gonna punish it. If you have a second one, you can have a second one. That's fine. But I still think this is just too much of a punish to not just go for the second Shifting Sands. Because then next turn, again, we'll have the Xolaani available. Plus having the Dais, so we'll be able to get multiple Xolaanis. I guess the opponent got Vengeance, right? If the opponent has a Vengeance, then that kind of punishes us. Like, this is kind of like an Overwhelm deck, I guess, as well. With Atrocity, too, so I need to be careful. They do have the second one. Okay. They have the second one, but we have blockers with the 2 Sand Soldiers. I wish I had Rattle Negation here. Rattle Negation wins the game. Rattle Negation actually wins the game. I don't need the Domination anymore because we have a...
Beg.
Yeah, we can go like this. Opponent's trying to push as much damage as possible to set up for like an Atrocity. Now, the downside here is that I don't have any other units, but all I need is Xolaani, right? Like, all I need is Xolaani plus the Dais, and that gives me 2 Xolaanis. So, if they have the Vengeance, they have the Vengeance. Can't play around it. Cannot play around the Vengeance. Ruination is actually kind of annoying if they have like Ruination into Harrowing. You have it? If they don't have it, the Sand Soldiers shift into 2 more Xolaanis, and the opponent should have no way to stop. If they have the Vengeance, they have to do it right now. And I wonder if it's actually, like, I like Vital Negation over something like Bastion, because the Vital Negation can now be stopped by, like, the pings compared to Bastion. But in games like this, I kind of wish I had Bastion instead. I guess the Bastion here could also get punished by, like, a Vengeance into a Battle Feast. So regardless, I think I'm in a bad situation. They digging for the Vengeance. It's not Ruination at least. And there we go. So we attack like this, and both of the stings become things, and yeah, we just go like this. Like, this is such a cute combo, right? Because of the Dais getting the card to transform into another Xolaani, and the Azir also doing the same thing. This only works, by the way. I should have taken this moment to teach you guys a lesson, but that's fine. You have to have a Seer on the back row, or you have to have a Seer to attack before Xolaani, so that the Sand Soldier gets some... I don't know, that's not true, because the Seer summons the Sand Soldier anyways. Never mind. Ignore my pretend lesson. It would have worked the other way. But anyways, GG's. That's what this deck does exactly. So in this match, we're going against Samira and Seraphine. So the old Plaza Guardian stuff, right? I like Xolaani and Vital Negation, but I think it's a little bit too early for both of them. I might get punished here, right, by not getting it, but I think I needed to have the Desert Wrath or the Domination. We don't have them. We can go chip here into Perseverance, and that's pretty nice, because then when the chip dies, it works towards the Xolaani. And we get the Desert Wrath. Alright, so this is pretty good right here. This is exactly what we're looking for, right? So this is what we're looking for here, so that we can go... Yeah, and I'll push the 3, because it's gonna make it so that the Seraphine is not a good blocker. Now the Azir could just die next turn. So I think I start with a second chip first. Play Desert Wrath and then play Azir if I need to. 2 Xolaanis is good because it lets me play around the Disintegrate. Opponent's probably gonna have at least 1 Disintegrate. Flock, I guess. I guess so. Third chip. Third chip. Let's go here first. Caustic Rift still cost them 4 because they only use 1 spell, and they just gave me the Divine Draft. So I'm betting that they don't have a second Divine Draft here. I wanted to tap out of Answers, and I just played that first Azir. I could also just... Let's go third chip. Let's go third chip here. Something tells me to keep this Azir back until I actually can level him up. Like, I have a hunch that keeping Azir back is better. We didn't have this Dais, which I guess doesn't matter, because in this deck they probably have Aftershock and everything else. The more damage we push here, the easier it is for us to kill them. So this is going to be Caustic Rift plus something else. Block, Place Edge, and High Note. Okay, sure. Again, we're just trying to advance this Xolaani. You still take 3, Xolaani's already at 10. We can easily get her to 12 with the Sand Soldier and the Azirs as well. That's a great... This is a great draw. Do I even care about this? Which one do I care more about? Do I care more about Samira, or do I care more about Seraphine? I think I honestly care more about Seraphine. So I think I'm just gonna go like this. I don't want this Seraphine to level up, so I'm just gonna go Shifting Sands. You can go ahead and discard Doomkeeper, that's fine.
I did my best.
You can Flare, but I mean, if you're using that 2 mana, that's cool with me. I guess we'll just block so that the opponent, so we don't take that damage. They're gonna use the flare now. I mean, again, I don't care as much because it's a 2-mana flare, but I guess the opponent's just trying to get those Plaza Guardians. Xolaani's already pretty far up, right? So we can literally go Azir, and if we get to attack, we get there. If we get to attack with the Azir, we get there. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. That's not gonna be enough. What if we attack with Azir here anyways and just have the Pell Cascade? I guess opponent could have all out. So the opponent might be telegraphing an all out over here. So I think we actually don't attack with Azir. We just go like this. Because keeping Azir back allows me to have an extra Sand Soldier for the Xolaani. If Azir was leveled up, I would have done it. But he's not leveled up, so I don't think it matters. If opponent gives me chip, I'm also fine with this. I'm gonna just drop Xolaani next turn and force him to have the Disintegrate. Yeah, so like, I'm cool here, right? I mean, we play Xolaani, she's at 18. The only way opponent kills Xolaani is with Disintegrate. We have a second Xolaani, so opponent's gonna have to have 2 Disintegrates. If they don't kill the first Xolaani, we can just play all these Sand Soldiers that will transform into big Xolaanis as well. There is a role where they just kill Azir here and save Disintegrate from next turn, in which case I think we do play the second Xolaani. But like, as you can see, the Desert Wrath, like if you get an early Desert Wrath, the opponent's done for. Sure. Nice Guardian. Nice Guardian, I mean, sure. And this is Seraphine level up, right? Still worry about Disintegrate, but the opponent will need to have a 1-mana ping to actually have Disintegrate push any value to us. I guess if I block, the opponent can also do that. Alright, so I'm gonna be forced to block. I'm gonna be forced to block here. Because this is too much damage, right?
Alright, Center, sing it with me now.
What I can do is that I can block here. This is 11. Plus 2, that's gonna be 13, right? Because we can go Quicksand. We can go Quicksand. Because I want to have these Sand Soldiers for Xolaani. So if we go Quicksand, if we Quicksand here and here, I guess the other option is that we can block here, but then I'm still losing to a flock, right? If the opponent has another flock, so this does -4, but we lose the Azir. If we go here, that's gonna be 12. If we go like this, it's also gonna be 12. It's the same damage, right? It's the same damage no matter which way we do it. So I think I'm just gonna go like this. We go down to 6 if the opponent has Mystic plus something else. As long as they don't have Flock, we should be okay, because we can go Azir's Arise. And we get the Sand Soldiers, and there we go. We get the Soldiers. So we go Azir's Arise. That's why it was important for us to keep that Azir alive. Because now we're going to have 4 Xolaanis on the field attacking at once. That was close though. I mean, that was very, very close. An opponent knows what's happening. Doesn't even let me do it, so... GG's. In this match, we're going against Rumble, Sion, and Gnar. So it's just kind of like a Mega Yoro. I don't know why I said Mega Yoro deck. Domination or Rockhopper. Every time, right? Nope. We don't get either of them. That's why this deck suffers. Just too inconsistent if you don't get one of those cards. Even with the buff to Duster's Wrath, he's still too draw depending on exactly one of the 6 cards. Now, to be fair, it's 6 cards, right? It's 6 cards that we could draw into. That could get us what we want. And we don't draw into any one of those 6, so that's a problem. When it gets their little thing already. So it's just full-on Mecha Yoro. Surely, we have 2 draws here. Surely. I mean, I just go Perseverium, right? I don't think I mean, I am taking damage here, but I think this Perseverium is way too important. I guess I could have gone Bakai, save myself the 3 damage. Yeah, I guess I could have gone Bakai, but your odds of hitting what you want are greater when you play Bakai later into the game. Like right here, look. That's why I went for the Perseverium. Problem is that we have to keep this domination safe, and that's not gonna be easy for us to do unless we want to take 9 damage here. So I guess we can take 9 damage here and just say GG's. They also get a lifesteal. Okay, I mean, this is not bad. This is not bad. We can chump block.
The land obeys.
Don't waste my time.
Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Chump block. So chump block, Pell Cascade to kill the smash and dash. The opponent levels up Rumble already. Xolaani's slowly getting there. Surely we get there, right? What did the opponent discard? I didn't actually look at what they discarded. I'm gonna just die though to the to all the impact. Bishan, Rascal, Bishan. So they still have whatever it is from there, right? I think I like Bakai first. Rock Hopper doesn't give me anything. I guess we can skip and just go Bakai again. Dais? I think opponent kept the removal for Dais, so maybe they get baited into destroying the Dais here. I think that's fair. I think we bait them into destroying the Dais, since they kept it. They kept the excavation, right? They kept the excavation, so we can have them destroy the Dais, and then we just play a Seer, still get some value. We still gonna get to our Xolaani very shortly. And by shortly, I mean like a while from now. I mean, by shortly, I mean in our next attack. No, opponent doesn't even bother. They just go for the mech. Wow. They just go for the mech. That's kind of crazy. I think we go for it. I think we have to go. We have to just go for it this way. This gets us to 14, and this gets us to the 16. Opponent takes the damage too, so they leave my blocker on the field. We have Rattle Negation to any shenanigans, and then we just play Xolaani. I guess if the opponent has an overwhelm, we just lose, right? So if the opponent has an overwhelm unit, we just lose. Like if they have a might here, I'm not even gonna pretend to play around it. I'm okay with that, right? We don't need a Seer. We don't need a Seer. We just need a. Oh, well, I'm not. Okay, the opponent has the way to destroy the Perseverium. If we go like this, we keep the Azir alive and save ourselves 2 damage. Opponent has the way to kill the Perseverium. To kill the Emperor Dais. So I do actually need this second Azir so that we can stay alive. We go Doomkeeper here, level up Azir, get ourselves up to 18, and give us that extra unit as well, just in case. And then we drop Xolaani and we're chilling, right? Like, am I going crazy? They never discarded that. Yeah, they didn't discard it. So they can still destroy this Dais, but we just, like, we have we needed the Sand Soldier from the Azir. And here we go. Explorer's Blunder. That keeps them alive. That keeps them alive, but they have to block every single unit, including losing their rumble. So they need to block every single unit here because we're gonna have 5 Xolaanis coming down.
Says you gotta start winning more.
And additionally, yeah, like we just go like this. So even though technically the Xolaani doesn't present lethal here, we just have a bunch of 1918s that the opponent has to block. Because each one of these is lethal on their own. And they just discarded Sion because they wanted to give their rumble overwhelm. So the Explorer's Blunder, that's why they didn't destroy the Dais, because they had the Explorer's Blunders instead of the Excavation. But by letting this stay on the field, this happens. You have to give me everything. You have 1 Mecha Yordle in your hand, you have to give me everything here. Because with 1 mana left, it's not enough to save yourself. And they don't even bother giving... They don't even bother, right? Because, I mean, there's nothing that can get through my Xolaanis after this. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games with Azir Xolaani. Now, the deck is fun. When it goes off, this is super, super fun. And one of my favorite decks to play ever. The problem is that if you don't get the Desert Wrath, or you don't get the Domination, it's very hard for it to go off. Your Xolaani is going to be taking forever to level up if you don't get any of this stuff, right? So, right away, I'm going to tell you, doesn't matter how good you think your hand looks, hard mulligan for Desert Wrath and Domination. Your whole win condition is Xolaani. So we want to get to Xolaani as soon as possible. And to do that, we need to have one of those 2 cards in our hand. So just hard mulligan for Desert Wrath and Domination. After that, it's just a matter of taking the time to, you know, be able to throw your units out there in the field while they're buffed up with the Domination or the Desert Wrath, and slowly start building your Xolaani up. It's really cool because, like, certain turns you can do Shifting Sands, which I think is a super underrated card. You can do Shifting Sands to remove an opponent's key unit, and if you have already done Desert Wrath, then those 2 units not only become chump blockers, but also advance your Xolaani by 4, right? So like the best thing is to have a Desert Wrath and then be able to go Shifting Sands on the opponent's attack turn and just completely ruin their attack, as you saw against that Gwen LeBlanc player, where the Shifting Sands just kind of completely blew them out, killing their Gwen and giving us the blockers that we needed to defend ourselves, while also allowing us to just bring this Xolaani higher and higher. And that's kind of all you gotta do, right? After you play your Desert Wrath or your Domination, you just gotta look for those opportunities to be able to play Xolaani down. Now, of course, as you get to your turn 6, 7, 8, especially 7 and 8, when you're looking to drop that Xolaani, you need to have other units, right? Because it's always better to attack with 2, 3, or 4 Xolaanis instead of just 1. And this is where your Azir and your Emperor Dies come into play. As you saw into this game, the Sand Soldier that gets summoned, right, from this Azir or the Dias becomes another Xolaani. So what you want to do is make sure that you have at least one of these when you go ahead and play your Xolaani, so that right away you can open attack with 2 Xolaanis. And that's almost impossible for any opponent to deal with. One thing that I really like about this version of Xolaani compared to other Xolaani decks is that we also get access to Rattle Negation. So in certain situations, you can just drop this Xolaani down and have access to Rattle Negation if you drop in here on turn 8 or turn 9, and the opponent cannot really do anything about it, which is another huge benefit of this deck, and why I think this deck is actually super fun and a little bit inconsistent. But if we get another card, I'm telling you right now, if this deck got another card that could buff up like all your 1-drops, like Siren Song, but in these regions, obviously we don't have Siren Song in Target and Shurima, but if we get something like Siren Song like that, maybe not buff every 1-drop, but maybe like buff every ephemeral or something like that, this deck will become pretty freaking crazy. Because right now, I lose games when I get my Desert Wrath or my Domination too late, or if the opponent has a way to kill the Domination, like if you're going against PNC. Otherwise, if I get the Desert Wrath early, most times I'm literally just winning the game. Because after you get Desert Wrath early, you can just like overwhelm the opponent with Sand Soldiers and then eventually drop Xolaani, and there's like nothing that they can do about it. But anyways, enough about that. Hope you all enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also become a member, join our channel, become a gladiator or a champion. Either way, supports us a lot. And we're still looking to get to our goal of 30 members in a month. So we're far away from that. So if you want to help us out, go ahead, join our channel. That's one great way to support us. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.